Good morning and welcome to Dale's Dinosaurs at the Pool Room. Today we are reviewing the Jurassic World Rebirth Wild Raw Utahraptor as requested by NB, the 4-wheel drive fan 15928. Thank you very much for the request. The Utahraptor comes in this really cool box. It's got this tangible dinosaur, so you can actually touch it for those people who wish to keep their dinosaurs in the package. And on the back, what do we have? We've got a little bit of detail of the other dinosaurs that come in this range and some of the play features. But as you know, I don't like to keep my models in their box, so let's rip her open. Now that we have Utahraptor out of her package, we can have a better look at her. She's got it's very simple paint apps. We have the moulded orange head and arms and this brown moulded body. There's a little bit of paint splatter on the side and on the hips. There's a darker brown paint on the head here, and also a little bit of white under the eye. No claws, no toes, no killing claws, nothing else painted in. Very, very simple paint apps, which is a little disappointing, but we're getting used to this, aren't we? But I'd really like to see better paint apps on this style of figure. But anyway, it is what it is. The play feature is operated by the tail, moving it up and down. We get the heads tilt and jaw snap, and obviously that roar feature as well. On the bottom of the figure, you can see your scan tag. And yeah, so basically, apart from, as you just saw with the head moving, the arms are articulated and they can go out as well, which helps a little bit for posing. That's a little bit better than the other, isn't it? And obviously your legs are articulated. The tail comes separate, and then you just snap it on when you take it out of its packet. The sculpting's pretty cool. I don't mind it at all. I like the feathers. We're getting used to all these sculpts now showing feathers. And we'll get into the whole feather thing with the raptors in a moment. So actually, let's just get into it now. Utahraptor is a large dromaeosaur dinosaur from the early Cretaceous. It's approximately about 139 to 135 million years ago. It's actually the largest known dromaeosaurs. It's about 6.7 meters long and weighing approximately 500 kilos. So if we get our mate Robert Muldoon next to it, it's probably a little bit big. As a figure, maybe it should have been a lot smaller. I wish I could see if I can pose it a little bit more down. I just find that more upright pose is, it looks fine, but it's also just a little bit too upright. I would rather see it a bit more bowed down, but that's it. And yeah, as for scale, it's way too big for our mate Robert here. Way too big. Yeah, that's okay. It's still a cool looking toy, hey? So the first fossil specimens were found in 1975 in the Dalton Wells quarry in Utah. Then in 1991, a large claw was discovered. And that same year, further fossil remains were found. Utahraptor means Utah's predator. Although raptor means thief, so yeah. Some people think the velociraptors in JP were Utahraptors. However, Utahraptors were not actually described until after the movies, so it's more likely that the velociraptors in JP were more derived from Deinonychus. Um, Utahraptor had a large flexible tail, which is, oh, look at that, as another play feature, a tilting head. Didn't even pick up on that first. That's okay. So yeah, on this one, it's got this large feathered tail. It was quite flexible. Now for some cool facts, Utahraptor lived about 50 million years before. God, I've got to get this centre. 50 million years before Deinonychus and Velociraptor, which is quite interesting as most dinosaurs grew bigger in evolution, but Utahraptor shows the trend that it was growing smaller. And even though no feathers have been fossilised with Utahraptor, it's believed it still had feathers, and that's why these guys at Mattel are actually doing it with feathers. Based on other raptors, including the more primitive Microraptor having feathers, and Dakota Raptor was found with quill knobs, so feathers weren't just assigned to the smaller raptors. I really don't like how this is posing, but it seems to be just so upright. Anyway, interesting killing features on Utahraptor are the combination of these strong legs for pouncing and pinning its prey under, its weight, and something not found in other dromaeosaurs were these claws. They were specialised for cutting more than grasping. So not only did it have the killing claw on each foot, but also these deadly blades on its hand claws. That plus the mouth filled with serrated teeth, it was an absolute beast. It's suggested for its size, Utahraptor was not as fast as the smaller raptors and could have been more of an ambush predator, especially with those strong legs, heavy weight, and those 3 points of damage that I mentioned before, teeth, cutting claws, and the killing claw. It still would have been fast enough to catch ankylosaurs and sauropods and even iguanodonts. It could have been a pack hunter as well. Now they have found multiple fossils together, so it's suspected that it was either, a pack hunter, gregarious, hung out in packs, or it was a predator trap where, because they did find iguanodont bones in this same fossil bed as well. So it could have been a predator trap where the iguanodont had been stuck, died, and a lot of these Utahraptors had gone in to feed off it. Utahraptor would have been the apex predator of its time and place, of course, and lived alongside Hippodraco, Gastonia, Cedarosaurus and Moabosaurus, and also obviously fish and turtles. Fish and turtles, my God, did they ever not exist? Guys, that is all I have for Utahraptor today. The figure itself is okay. The animal itself is way cooler than the figure, I think. But doesn't matter what you collect, guys, as long as you enjoy collecting it. Until next time, my name is Dale, and you've been watching The Pool Room. Take care.